Okay people, now in After Effects, as you can see, we've got the composition already done, created. And if you want to create a new composition, just go to this panel, to the project panel, right click, new composition, and from here you can select the presets, and then also you can select the background color. In this case it's yellow, but in your case you can choose whatever color you like. Then what we're going to do next is go to text, click on it, and then I'll click onto the monitor or the screen. Then I'll type something. I'm going to type in this video. Right, then I'm going to click somewhere on the timeline, and then I'll go and click onto the selection tool so I can move the text over here. And if you want to align it completely at the center of the screen, you can go down to align and just click on align horizontally and then vertically as well, and this will perfectly center the text at the middle of the screen. Now to animate the text, I'll go down to the text layer, open its properties, and then from text I'll go to animate, click on this play button, and from here I'm going to go up to position, and we're going to add this animation to the text. Then what I'll do, I'll go to position and change the value to around, let's say 114 or 15, something like that. In my case, again, in your case, you can use a different values. Then I'll open the range selector, and from here, make sure first that the cursor is at the beginning of the animation. Then I'll create a keyframe onto the end, and then I'll move, let's say 10 frames forward, like that. And then I'll create another keyframe. This time the value will go all the way down to 0. Then I'll move a few frames forward over here. Then I'll create keyframe onto start. Then I'll go all the way up to 100. Then another 10 frames forward. And then go back down to 0. Okay, now the next thing I'll do is go to advanced. And from here, I'll go down to based on, and from characters, I'll change it to words. So let's play it and see what it looks like. Okay, it looks okay. It still looks not good, but we'll improve that. So now, because I want the animation to go just all over there around the edge of the screen, I'll go down to transform, and from position, I'll move it all the way to the right. Not all the way, but like almost all the way to the right. So let's play it again. Okay, not to right. So I want to end up in the middle over here. Boom. Boom. Okay, that looks better. Now when we have done this, what I will do, I'll select all these keyframes, and then I'll press F9 so the animation will become smoother. I'll select the start keyframes, open this graph editor, and then I'll click on this lever and drag it all the way to the right, and then the same all the way to the left, or the other way around. So you're gonna have this kind of peak. Then I'll go to end and I'll do the same. I'll select both keyframes, I'll zoom in so we can see better. Then I'll repeat the same thing. And now let's play it again. And as you can see, it looks much better. So if you want the second animation to start earlier, what you can do is just simply select the start keyframes and drag them closer to the end keyframes. And we're gonna have something like that. And it looks perfect. Now the next thing I want to add is a fill color. So I'll go up to add, and from property, I'll go down to fill color and RGB. Then I'll leave this red color and I'll play it so you can see what it looks like. Boom, it looks perfect. Now the next thing I'll do is go to effects and presets, and from animation presets, I'm gonna open it. Then I'm gonna go down to text, and from animate in, I'll go to slow fade on and I'll drop it over the text. Then it will appear under animator number 2. I'll open it and also open the range selector. And then what I will do, I'll grab the second keyframe and bring it closer to the first one. Okay, that's a little bit too quick. So I'm gonna move it forward. All right, and now it looks perfect. So we want this first animation of the text to finish somewhere over here. Then what I will do, I'll shorten this layer. And then the next thing I will do is press Ctrl and D to duplicate this layer. And then I'll move the second layer all the way over here. So it will start straight after the first text. And then I'll go back to the first text, go down to the animator number 2 where we apply the slow fade on effect. And then what I'll do, I'll just copy the second keyframe by pressing Ctrl C and then Ctrl V. And then I'll copy the first keyframe and then I'll move a few frames forward and then Ctrl V as well. So let me see where the second text starts. Okay, so I have to move them back a little bit, and the second text will change the text and we'll say I will show you. So yeah, basically I'm showing you how to create this text. Now I don't want to use the same color, so I'll open the properties of the second text and go to text and then animator number 1, and from fill color I'll change it to, let's say, blue, and I'll play it. Boom. Okay, it looks much better since we start creating this animation. And now what I will do is make it look even more professional. So to do that, I'll go back to effects and presets and now type down drop shadow. I'm gonna grab the drop shadow if I can find it. Yeah, that's the drop shadow. I'll drop it over the second text, and then from the effects control panel, I'll increase the distance and also I'll increase the softness, so it will give this subtle shadow. And also what I'll do next, I'll apply the glow effect under stylize. I'll grab it and drop it again, and from here I will increase the glow radius to 20, also the glow intensity to 1.5 or 6, and I'll leave the rest as it is. And as you can see straight away, it gave the text more dynamic, so even the blue color looks nice. So to make it easier for the first text, what I will do, I'll select, or I'm just gonna go to the effects control panel, select drop shadow and the glow effect, Ctrl C to copy it. Then I'll go over the first text and just Ctrl V and drop it. And there we go, we applied all these effects at the same time. And people, just like that, you can create this smooth and professional text animation in After Effects. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did so, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.